It's tax season. So much fun, right? And that means that you're probably getting your tax refunds, and perhaps if you didn't file as a dependent, you'll also be receiving a $1,200 stimulus check from the government. Ooh, bonus. According to an article in Forbes magazine, 1 in every 4 workers do not set aside savings each month, and 3 out of every 4 workers are in debt. Many research articles concur that only 57% of Americans are financially literate, meaning they understand personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. This semester, I enrolled in a personal finance course through FSU. While I knew it was a requirement for my minor, I realized that this would be one of the most relevant and important classes I would take during my collegiate career. Today, I'll be sharing my knowledge and my opinion on why I believe everyone should take a personal finance course before they graduate from college. I'll be telling you about the different topics that we learn in class, how this class will help you prepare for the future, and some helpful tips for saving your money. So, let's get right into it. What do you talk about in a personal finance class? Well, I take the class with Joe Calhoun. He's very personable, makes this course very applicable to you and your life, and also plays pretty good 70s rock music before the class starts each day. Anyways, so far we've gone in depth about savings, taxes, realistic income you're going to have coming out of college. It's not what you think. Cost of living, paying off your student loan debt, mortgages, buying a home, investing in the stock market, and more. I know these things sound terribly boring, but this course really opens your eyes on the reality and will be more relevant than the wine and culture course you signed up for because you needed an elective credit. Why? Because if you don't learn how to manage your money, you can and will go broke. CNBC reports that over 40% of Americans would struggle with an unexpected $400 charge. $1,000, now that raises it to nearly 70% of Americans. Life happens. Your car needs new tires. Suddenly, boom, $400. You lose your job in the midst of a global pandemic and don't have the savings to cover your rent and expenses, and boom, $1,000 that you can't come up with, and now creditors can come after you and hurt you with a low credit score, which gets loans, credit cards, and even a job way harder to get in the future. You face so many consequences by not having a sound savings plan. Life is expensive. We all have dream lifestyles that we want, and yes, they are all feasible if you take certain steps now. This can be by furthering your education or not. Sometimes the extra degree doesn't add as much money as you think it will in the long run. And saving your money. We all want to have fun in our 20s, and no one is saying that you can't, but be mindful if you're buying a table at recess regularly, if you're eating out almost every night, or if you're splurging on that Gucci belt or that Louis bag or that $50 manicure. Girls, I feel you. I've been there. It's really easy to spend your money now, but you can save thousands of dollars by not doing these things so often and put them towards investments in the long term. We have an assignment in our class where we set up and evaluate our current monthly budget, how much you spend on food, memberships, social stuff, school, shopping, etc. And honestly, it's very shocking when you compare what's incoming to what's outgoing and realizing that you hardly saved a thing. We also had an assignment estimating our potential future income and creating a budget around that while factoring in your cost of living and your future student loan debt. And again, it's very shocking. I encourage you to do this on your own time. I'll even share the link to the spreadsheet below. Okay, so maybe I stirred up some underlying anxiety and you're actively checking your banking app right now, and that's okay. Here are some helpful tips that I've learned that I can share with you today. First, let's take a look at all of your subscription programs that you belong to. Can you bundle any for cheaper? Spotify for Student Premium, for example, bundles Showtime and Hulu and Premium all for $4.99 a month. How can you beat that? If you do Premium and Hulu separately, that's $15.99 a month. Are there any other subscription services that you belong to but you find yourself never using? Just clean house and unsubscribe. Another tip, which is very easy right now, is to make food at home. While you're in quarantine, save some money by cooking your food at home. You suck at cooking? Well, now, thanks to Ron DeSantis, you have another 30 days in the house, and you might as well learn how to take on a new skill. You can easily save hundreds a month by cooking at home and meal planning each week. Saving bonus if you clip coupons like your mom. Another great tip, especially for my shopaholics, is to shop sale only, look for high-end dupes online, and thrift. By taking this class, you will learn hundreds of tips and tricks for saving and investing in the short and the long term. Taking a personal finance class can teach you all of this and more to help you get on track for a financially prosperous future. And who doesn't want that? I believe that it is important for everyone to take a personal finance course at some point before they graduate. We're all economically contributing to society. We all collect debt in time, but we need to know how to properly manage it. I've given you an overview of what this class covers, how it can be beneficial to you, and some tips and tricks to help you save money each month. Hopefully, you take these into consideration and will take a personal finance class in the future. In conclusion, don't be a part of the 78% of American workers who live paycheck to paycheck. Learn how to properly spend and save your money so that you can live the dream lifestyle that you want.
I've been getting dirty money, Jordan Belfort. Stacking penny stocks while I'm flipping these birds.